What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Tamar Braxton. She's out here in these streets acting a fool, and she's acting up, and she is fighting over her white chocolate, and basically she is out here calling Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop and Baddies, a crackhead out here in these streets. I was like, Lord have mercy. So it just seems comes to Jeremy Robinson, the guy with all the, babies out here in these streets, and it's also Tommie basically saying she didn't want none of his pink hot dog. She rather let him have her tossed salad. So I was like, Lord have mercy. There's a whole lot going on in these streets. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Let's listen to what Tamar had to say about, Tommie Lee.
That's why I had to go get my man back, y'all. And I know y'all lying if y'all thought I was gonna let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game while we was broke up. No, man, that was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up and went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up. Don't get it up. It's a good man, Savannah.
Tamar is a whole trip out here in these streets. Did you see her? She was basically out there cussing and swearing on stage and basically giving all the attention to the girl that, allegedly was the side chick when they wasn't even together. She's out here calling her a crackhead and saying she wasn't going to let her man go to the football game or whatever the case may be. She went out there to snatch them up after he allegedly threw you out there on the street and you had to go live with your mama. Allegedly, that's what's said. So in any event, it seems like Tamar is ride or die with this dude. He basically apologized and said that he was sorry and he had to heal. He had to do all these things, but yet he still had time to mess with the ops and the enemy, okay? And also get physical with Tommie. Like he's quickly gonna lie to you. He can quickly lie. He is a lawyer. He lies for a living. And now let's get to what Tommie Lee had to say about Tamar and her relationship. And also Tommie Lee wants to expose Jeremy Robinson. She said she got some tea. She's exposing conversations and voicemails. It is what it is. Mr. Lawyer, white chocolate is out here just smashing on the girls.
Let's get into it. So all I said was he had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That nigga sent him on his way. It wasn't the, middle class house that he lives in Atlanta. It wasn't the Bentleys, because I drive a Rolls Royce, that got me. It wasn't, the slick part thing he got going on. It wasn't none of that. It was when he paid for the Waldorf in points. I knew that I could no longer play this game. So it was a one-night thing. He never got no pussy. One thing, JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton. Not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no soul. That shit between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man, as you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you. I wish I was drunk. I wish I was drunk right now. I wish I was drunk. Because my ass, why are you calling me a crackhead?
He's supporting you.
Yes.
And then when he went after her, then she came out with a comment, of course. Yeah. But I haven't, I mean, between you and I talked to Tamar, and
his favorite words, between you and I.
When I said I don't want to be with her, she's been trying to get with me ever since. She's been trying to get with me ever since.
Kind of corny ass nigga. You know what I'm gonna do to you, boy. Sit on your head.
We did.
Silly me. I should have just reported. I should have recorded his head and I should have recorded that. But you know, I try to keep the moment personal. You know, that situation is like, we're black. Tamar, I could say your name. I know I'm not a crackhead. I live too well, baby, and I've never indulged in drugs. I don't have to keep saying that y'all gonna run with whatever. But we're two black girls letting this, I'm not even gonna say the race or whatever, play with us. Like, tighten up. Tighten up, my girl. I'm not your issue. That nigga's your issue. And sleeping with people like that and trusting them, this be the problem. Y'all be sold for the nigga and then wanna, yeah, we had an issue. Yes, I'm gonna play with you. I'm gonna play with you. But once I seen the severity of the situation, I was like, damn, this is kind of fun right now with my man. And we laughed together. And he would never talk to you. You could never motherfucking get that nigga to look your way.
Now go kiss him in the mouth.
JR, I know you trying to sell that book. And another thing, you don't cricket, nigga. Alright. Now we see why she wanted Krishan to be at her sold out tour. Now we see. Nobody would even know. Babe. Nobody was checking. Nobody knew, which was my exact point to begin with. Nobody would know. And you keep little shit like this going up because nobody would know. You need to channel that energy, love. Have a seat on the couch. Before I start my day, this is the last one. I cannot carry throughout my day on this nonsense. But babe, you need some healing. You need a tad bit of healing. Word from the alleged crackhead. You need some healing. Good day, guys.
So y'all got to check out and see what Tamar had to say. Tamar doesn't care, if her man was over there tasting, Tommie's groceries or anything of that nature. And Tamar basically thinks beneath and thinks that, Tommie is below her. So she went back and she snatched up her man allegedly after he done threw her out in the streets, and allegedly she got to go live with her mama. And allegedly, when it comes to Tamar, that her tour is not selling out. This is what Jeremy Robinson, her ex-boyfriend, now her new boyfriend, is telling, the op, telling the girl he's trying to get in between her legs, basically bad mouthing Tamar. If you want to get with Tommie, you ain't even got to talk about Tamar. And you already know that Tamar and Tommie got something going on where, they're not on good terms. So other stuff just to get under, Tamar's skin and just to get her attention. But he did it like a child. He did it immaturely. He did it like, someone that is basically dusty and dirty and that will be out there, trying to make you jealous by sleeping and eating somebody else's groceries. And then he want to look you up in the face and say, I'm sorry. And I was beefing with her. Like, come on, child. Like, Tamar, wake up. Like, girl, what are you doing? This man is playing all in your face. And just because he said he's sorry and he healed, he's a lawyer. He stayed lying. He gonna be lying. And he is a liar. You know what I mean? You can't have them many baby mamas and not be a liar. Like, come on, girl. Like, what is going on? Then we got Tommie out here bragging about him touching her salad. We know he had to pay for touching that salad, girl. And like, that is not a brag. Like, this is like really like ghetto. This is really kind of like, whoa. Like, we expect, some of the 20-year-olds, to fall for this game and play this game. You got this grown white chocolate lawyer out here being messy, attention seeking. Like, what about his clients? Are he winning his cases? Like, what's going on? He's gossiping about his old boo to a new boo he's trying to get with, and she just want his money, point blank, period. And he's talking about Tamar ain't got no money. Like, Tamar, girl, like, come on, wake up, child. You are out here on stage talking about my man ain't with a crackhead no more, I came to get him. What kind of ish is that to say on stage, girl, we is supposed to elevate and grow. We not supposed to let dirty, hobos out here in these streets just embarrass us for no reason at all. He had no right to be out here telling people he broke up with you. It's over. It's finito. It's done. You didn't even address the public, and then he done kicked you out on the streets, and then now he running behind Tommie, and basically he's putting his mouth in his lips and his tongue places, and then you gonna turn around and kiss that man, and God knows who else he done flew out, who else done walked down the street and around the corner, who else, done took the bus or the taxi or the Uber to go meet up with him, and he done taste their groceries, and now he's coming back home to you, and then you on stage, the legendary Tamar Braxton, with the sisters, okay, Braxton Family Values TV show out here, making a mockery of yourself. And then you're cussing and swearing, and you're supposed to be a Christian, and you're talking about Christian this, Christian that. You're calling people B's behind some D's. Like, yo, this is crazy.